Welcome to r/Credit by Haunted TTS. Subscribe and like this video for more, and don't forget to click that bell button for notifications. What is the worst crime a celebrity has committed and has seemingly been forgiven by the general public? Steven Tyler convinced the parents of a 14-year-old groupie to sign over her guardian rights to him, essentially adopting her and then dating her at the same time. But wait, there's more. He eventually gets her pregnant and then forces her to get an abortion. I don't know if any criminal action was taken against him, but it's still super messed up. Roman Polanski kids and not being allowed in the US due to an outstanding arrest warrant for kids. He was applauded at the Academy a few years back. Chris Brown literally trying to murder Rihanna. Indian superstar Salman Khan has hit and run charges, killed endangered animals, and has ruined the career of his ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend. He got acquitted from all the trials, makes one character cleansing film a year, and people forget who he is. Brendan Fraser stole my heart. Takeshi 69 doing some disgusting SHT with a kid and somehow got out of prison soon after and going straight back to making music and even collaborating with other rappers. Yet the only problem I hear people say about him is he snitched. Gotta love the priorities. Vince Neil from Motley Crue killing another musician by driving drunk and doing no jail time. Just about everything Chris Brown has done. And Mike Tyson. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Caitlyn Jenner run into a woman or something? And everyone forgot about it because she came out a little bit later as trans. Chris Brown not only beat, but strangled Rihanna while threatening to kill her, and he still sells out entire stadiums. Bill Wyman from the Rolling Stones raping Mandy Smith when she was 13. He was 47. He said in his biography, "She took my breath away, she was a woman at 13. This poor word choice. He has finally gotten the Me Too treatment, but Woody Allen had standing accusations of molesting his adopted child for 25 years and went through a very public separation from Mia Farrow to marry her adopted daughter. These were ignored for a very long time because he was pumping out movies annually and everyone loved him. I don't think he was ever arrested, but wasn't Paul Walker dating underage girls for the better part of a decade? One was 100% confirmed. Prince seems to get a pass, and that guy, wow. James Charles elicited underage boys and tried to fly them out to meet him. He's a predator, but he is funny, so it's totally okay per second. Tom Cruise uses slave labor provided by the Church of Scientology to take care of his personal needs and has never once faced legal repercussions for human trafficking nor wage theft. Not sure if this is the right place, but Don Cornelius from Soul Train, who is now dead by suicide, belongs here somewhere. The stuff on the Playboy documentary about him is just sickening. And then there's Hugh Hefner himself, who probably belongs here more than Don Cornelius. I had no idea that he was abusing meth and coke, but seeing him talk in this documentary, it is glaringly obvious, the darting eyes and the lower jaw going in about 8 different directions every few seconds. Karl Malone impregnated a 13-year-old at the age of 20. Also refused to pay $125 a week in child support, though I'm not sure if it was this child or from another woman, but most people still just remember him as being the mailman from the 90s. This isn't the worst crime ever, but Ariana Grande licked donuts and the store owner had his business destroyed. John Travolta let a kid die of medical neglect. Others have been brutalized by the system for the same thing. Prince Andrew non-sing kids and not going to prison. Salman Khan. Not the Academy guy. He has done drunk driving and killing pedestrian, evidence tampering, killing endangered animals. Casting couch with young actress, abusive to almost of his GFS, blacklisted an actor who dated his ex, has connections with the Mumbai underworld. He has the rap sheet for miles, but still there is a huge fan following for him. Pretty sure Ben Roethlisberger raped a woman in a bathroom. Amy Schumer admitted to raping a guy. This was literally the most informational yet shocking thread. That dog from Frasier was behind a string of murders around the Bay Area in the late 90s. Obama once wore a tan suit. I'm gonna get bashed for this one. Kobe Bryant was never really cleared of R@3 charges. Like he paid the girl off and it went away. The R.Dre's history of abuse is often overlooked and people just admire his money. Vance runs a clothing line made with slave labor. Didn't that nutcase Sheila Letich beat the hell out of some dude for the hat he was wearing? I don't think he served time for that. Nicki Minaj is currently being accused by her husband's rape victim for harassment. She posts videos or posted, I used to watch them, and the poor woman would obsess over how no one cares. And they would barely get any views. I read an article on how she's suing Nicki for harassment. But it's not going to make her Me Too supporting fans change their profile pictures and stop referencing her in their dumb culture. Definitely the R. Kelly SHT. The fact that when I was in secondary school there were jokes about him peeing on girls and it was just taken as banter. Chris Brown almost killing Rihanna, but hey, he's good looking and has bops, so all is forgiven. Matthew Broderick killed someone in a car crash when he was being clearly negligent. Kirk Douglas probably raped a 14-year-old Natalie Wood. Her mother apparently told her to hush it up. He also possibly murdered an old girlfriend. They never found her body. More than 3,600 children in Germany were assaulted by Roman Catholic priests between 1946 and 2014, a leaked report has revealed. Not one single person but one job branch. Sick world. Mark Zuckerberg stealing our data. Amber Heard abused Johnny Depp for years, made him fear for his life, then slandered his name and destroyed his reputation and life. He lost everything and everyone. Then it came out that she was the abuser and there was hard evidence of it. She didn't get dropped from a single movie or see a day of jail time. As well as not paying a cent for destroying Johnny's life. He is still fighting to rebuild his rep and get roles again after losing all of his, while she is in the new Aquaman. F. King horrible. Christopher Walken and Robert Wagner's roles in the death of Natalie Wood. Gwyneth Paltrow's entire industry and brand. Can we talk about Cardi B drugging men and stealing from them? Or Amy Schumer joking on her stand-up about when she raped a guy? Roman Polanski literally drugged, raped, and sodomized a 13-year-old girl and fled to France when he was going to be convicted. Many Hollywood elites still vouch for his return, and many celebrities came out in support of him. Woody Allen, Johnny Depp, Natalie Portman, Harvey Weinstein, and way more. I'll look up the list, it's disgusting. His good friend Whoopi Goldberg even said that it wasn't rape and refused to be on the show The View when the victim went on the show for an interview. The cast of The View told that actor in the early 2000s who got raped as a kid that he was overreacting about what happened and that it wasn't that bad. I don't remember what was said exactly, but it was like textbook diminishment of a rape victim's experience and the guy has had major problems from it and that bunch of f'd up Karens still have careers. There's the numerous musicians from the 1950s to 1980s who knowingly raped young teenage girls. This isn't even a case of changing standards. Even back then some of what these guys were doing was thought badly of. Elvis was criticized for marrying a 14-year-old girl. Jimmy Page, Led Zeppelin, had a 14-year-old girl kidnapped and dated her for 2 years. Jimmy Superfly Snuka probably got away with killing his girlfriend. Oj killed his ex and skated. Issei Sagawa murder, mutilated, raped and ate a woman in France. He was sent back to Japan and is now famous for it. He has talked about it and has a bunch of movies about it now. Roman Polanski still makes movies which win awards in Hollywood despite being exiled from the USA because he's a pedophile. Michael Vick torturing, fighting and killing dogs. Every celebrity's actions who visited Epstein Island. U2 forced their SHT music on every person with an iPhone and did no jail time. Marcos Alonso, Chelsea footballer, drove drunk, speeding, crashed and killed a young woman. He got a suspended sentence, a small fine, and a short driving ban. There's a reason rival football fans chant Marcos Alonso, you know what you did. Jon Hamm participated in a brutal hazing in college where a kid was dragged by a hammer and had his clothes set on fire. He wasn't famous, yet so it never exploded. But it's okay, because Hess moved on from it. Cardi B admitted to drugging and robbing men to no backlash. Laura Bush killed a guy. It seems appropriate here for your daily reminder that former President William Jefferson Clinton is a sexual predator. That is all. If the glove doesn't fit you must acquit, Oj Simpson. I think Lena Dunham bragging about molesting her sister and no one digging into that is pretty high up there. Also Mindy Kaling, love her work, but I guess she recently came out and said anytime she had an attractive co-star on her show, she'd write scenes where she got to make out and grope them.